The sun had barely kissed the red earth when an old woman, Mama Mesoma, walked gently towards her wooden chair beneath the udala tree. Her back was bent with age, but her eyes still held fire. She wore a neatly ironed wrapper and her old reading glasses as always, a teacher to the end. She had no children of her own. Her husband died years ago. But ask anyone in the village and they will say, Mama Mesoma has raised more children than anyone else alive. For 35 years, she taught at the village community school in rain and shine, chalk-stained fingers, voice raised in love and discipline. And then everyone forgot. Years passed. New teachers came. Students left for cities. The blackboard grew cold, but not for Mama. She still swept the classroom sometimes, humming old folk songs. She still prayed for every child she taught, from the stubborn to the gifted. It started with a phone call. Obiora, now a tech entrepreneur in Lagos, was clearing his shelf when he found an old dusty notebook, his primary school exercise book. Mama's handwriting stared back at him. Obiora, you can do more than this. Try again tomorrow. His heart squeezed. He called Ekene, the old head boy, now a government contractor in Enugu. Ekene called Amina, the former head girl, now a director in the Federal Civil Service in Abuja, married to Shebu, their classmate, who now owned a booming clothing business in Kano called Shebu's Clothing Store. Over the years, Mama Mesoma's children, not by blood, but by chalk and board, have grown into remarkable people across every corner of life. Among them are teachers, shaping young minds, pastors, guiding souls, entrepreneurs, building businesses from the soil up, and politicians advocating for a better future. Each one carries a piece of her lessons, her laughter, her discipline, and her love. Phone call flew like birds across Nigeria and even outside Nigeria, from bankers to teachers, from pastors to politicians. The children Mama Mesoma raised were coming home. Mama Mesoma was peeling cassava outside when she heard the cars. 1, 2, 3, and then big ones with tinted windows and government plates. She squinted. The first to step out was Nnamdi, now a senator. He rushed forward and fell to his knees. Mama, it's me, Nnamdi, the one you used to flog for stealing mango. She gasped. Nnamdi, from primary 6B? Tears welled. She touched his face, then Amina, then Ekene, then Chimu, now in a smart bank uniform, even on a Saturday. They kept coming. Over 20 arrived that morning. They entered a humble sitting room. No tiles, faded curtains, faded cushions, and the old clock that has stopped at 3:11. They sat on mats, stools, even the floor. Someone bought malt drinks. Someone else brought roasted yam and oil. And for the first time in decades, the house rang with laughter. That evening, the class of Mama Mesoma sat in a circle after the women had made apple and orubu soup for everyone. Big men and women now, but full of childlike joy. After eating, they began to gist. Remember when Nnamdi refused to recite the 3 times table and Mama made him weed the whole garden? and Ekene that year got to overturn his spelling, and she locked the staff room door until you spelled committee correctly. Laughter shook the trees. Mama chuckled, wiping silent tears. I still remember how Mama used to carry cane like rifle. She would joked. You touched her jaw, she will reset your brain. Everyone laughed. Do you remember when Chingu fainted laying inside the teeth? She was faking it and I said, laughing, all because of thirst. Hey! Mama made me repeat Primary 4 twice, and Namdi confessed. I cried for a week, but she was right. I needed to grow. Mama chuckled, wiping tears. You all think I've forgotten, but I remember every one of you, even in handwriting. She turned to Chinwe and asked, is your handwriting now better? The crowd burst into fresh laughter. They hugged her. She was trembling. Someone brought a phone and showed her a live stream. More old students joining virtually from South Africa, London, the United States of America, Abuja, and even the Netherlands. She made us men, she who said softly, I still hear her voice whenever I'm tempted to cheat. I owe her everything, Hamina added, holding Sheila's hands. They all had a nice time spending one day together, and then they all left. 1 month later, they all agreed to celebrate Mama's 80th birthday in a grand style. Preparations began. Those in diaspora sent in their contributions as well. The senator and Shehu came back to the village to meet the Igwe and the principal of the school on behalf of the old students in preparation for Mama's birthday. But no one knew what they were planning except the old students, the Igwe and the principal. The meeting with the principal and the Igwe was successful, and then they left. On Mama's birthday, the village square came alive. The Igwe, council of elders, school children, women's group, everyone showed up at Mama's house. After the celebration at her house, they led Mama to her new house they had built for her, not too far from her old house. Mama was joyous and tears flowed down from her eyes. After then, they took her to the school. A new library had been built in her name, and a mural of her was already on the newly renovated school wall. A brass band played, banners fluttered. The community school now had a mural painting on the wall. Akwụkwọ Ncheta, Mama Misoma's library. The governor himself joined Senator Nnamdi to cut the ribbon. Then came an announcement. A scholarship fund, the Mama Misoma Education Grant, will support 10 top-performing students from this school each year to attend any university of their choice in Nigeria, fully funded by her former students. And Ungozi was one of the first recipients. Applause erupted. Mama was still, then covered her face. The headmaster asked everyone to rise for 1 minute silence for the health prefect girl Ada, who had passed away years ago. Her memory lives on. Her daughter Ngozi, now a student at the school, stepped forward. She held a painting drawing of an old woman, smiling beside a chalkboard. She whispered, "Thank you, Mama." Mama Mesoma couldn't speak. She hugged the child tightly. Mama held the drawing tight to her chest. "She lives in you," she whispered to the girl. The old student also donated 2 new school buses to the school. Mama could only cover her face in disbelief. After the whole birthday celebration and library dedication, the students promised to stay with Mama that night before returning to their various bases the following day. That evening, as the sun set, Some children in the village and the children of some of the old students gathered around Mama's chair. "Tell us a story," one of them said. She smiled and cleared her throat. "I'll tell you the one I told your mothers and fathers, about the curious tortoise and the greedy palm wine tapper. Laughter, curiosity, and love circled the air. Behind her, the library stood tall, and beside her, those she taught now stood as guardians of the future. The moral lesson is, let us never forget those who shaped us. The real legacy is not in buildings or bank accounts, but in blackboards, in values, in kindness, in stories. Remember your teachers. Honor your beginnings. Remember those who shaped you when the world forgets them. Let your memory speak. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.